Welcome to Did You Know with Barco, ClickShare, and Exertis Almo. It's the end of the year, and we're here to share some ClickShare reminders. I'm Lisa Lingo with Exertis Almo, the number one distributor of ClickShare. And as always, I'm here with my partner, Matt Wirsig, the ClickShare channel manager for the West. Today, we
Hey,
have a
Lisa.
special guest. Michael Carter is joining us, also handling the Western region. Michael is our pre-sales engineer with Barco ClickShare. Welcome to the call.
Thanks for having us, Lisa. Appreciate it. As you mentioned, Michael and I both work to support our integration partners in the Western US and help make sure clients are successful with the product. I think your point is valid. There are always some themes that we observe that are just good to remind people of. Also use it as an excuse to wish everybody a happy holidays and Merry Christmas. I guess I'll let you drive into some of the first topics we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. You're all decked out, and I love it. Yes, let's get rolling. So we may touch on some things that you've heard about before. We just want to give you some reminders and hope that you're taking full advantage of all the offerings ClickShare has to bring. One thing that's really important, I think, Matt and Michael, we hopefully everyone knows that CX offers full conferencing integration, which means you have to have a camera and audio to really get the full, feature set of everything it has to offer. So tell us, how do we know if our camera and audio that we already have or that we're about to purchase is going to integrate well with ClickShare?
Sure, yeah, and Michael, if you want to get the page pulled up, sir, this is a great resource for partners, and I'm going to let Michael kind of speak to where he sees this being a benefit, but really a great free resource that I think speaks to our commitment to the industry, making sure that we're working with all the most popular common products out here in the marketplace. And I'll let Michael kind of provide a quick overview of how he sees this being beneficial to partners when they're designing solutions.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. So if you just Google search Barco peripherals or get to our website and search peripherals, you'll land on this page. This is our alliance program where we test and validate and work with our partners to make sure that you have a certified or compatible solution for whatever camera, audio driver, DSP you want to use. So if we get to this page, we can try to come to our favorites. Let's just say we have tech, for example. Go to Logitech. Maybe I have a Rally bar. Great, that's a certified solution that registers as an all-in-one collaboration bar, meaning it has a camera, microphone, and speaker. So that would be a great solution, right? Other things that you want to pay attention to is if it's a camera only, this is a certified camera. So now I need to find an audio driver, right? So I need to come and search for something that's just a speakerphone. Doesn't look like a Logitech has a speakerphone. So where might I go? Let's see, buy it maybe. Oh, buy it. Okay, well the Parlay ABC 2500 may be a good speakerphone depending on your room size. We always recommend staying with a certified solution. That means us, Barco, and in this case, Biamp has tested together, making sure that our firmwares match and that we provide the best solution possible.
Awesome. Yeah, great resource and a reminder, and I think can create a lot of design complexity sometimes when with the unknowns, right? So I think that's a great resource.
That's perfect. Thanks.
Yep.
One question I often hear from our dealers and end users is, does ClickShare have to be on the network? So I'd like for y'all to explain that a little bit and maybe delve into what the benefits are of having ClickShare on the network.
Yeah, I'll jump in and I'll hand you, Michael. Yes, one of the benefits of ClickShare is the fact that the product does not have to operate on the network, and that's because we've got our great button dongle that helps alleviate that. But at the same time, there is value to having the product on the network. A lot of clients have room scheduling systems that they're utilizing. ClickShare can tie into all that data. A lot of times people have digital signage content, right, on the network, and we can, by being on the network, tune into that. We have a free software app for sharing. So if you don't want to use the button, we've got PC and Mac software apps that work very well, like a virtual button. That if the product is on the network, maybe you don't want a physical dongle, you want a virtual one, right? So a lot of value can be offered there. But then I think it becomes more exciting when you start talking about things like our cloud, and by simply registering, and Michael, if you're able to pull up the cloud, that'd be great. Simply registering our product with the cloud, we extend the 1-year factory hardware warranty to 5 years, free of charge, right? So a lot of benefit there, and I'll let Michael give some additional broad brushstrokes on the cloud and its value.
Yeah, so XMS Cloud, like Matt said, once you register it here, just a one-time activation, you get that 1-year to 5-year warranty. But it's also a great management platform, right? So I can see here I'm managing a fleet of 50 units. I can kind of see what my firmware levels are sitting at for each one of those. Green being current, orange being 1 revision back, and red being 2 or more. I also get alerts so I can see what may be going on in my rooms. Just a kind of a brief overview. I can come over here. I can manage my devices. I can find one that's online. I can edit that. Everything's good. My smart care is good. Everything's connected. So I can see here I got a stem hub for my audio driver and an Aver camera plugged in. Customer may call in and say, hey, my room isn't working. Well, seems like your display is unplugged. So I can kind of do a little brief troubleshooting from here. I can go and all the configuration changes that I normally would be able to in the ClickShare configurator right from XMS. Other great features would be like room analytics, where we can come and see how these rooms are being utilized per base unit, or just as a whole. Are you using them just for in-room presentation, or are you actually conferencing? So we get some of that. Like Matt said, you get the digital signage, so I can come over here. I can work with our certified vendors for digital signage and add that to my base unit. And then user management. So whether I'm a partner or an end user, depending on who's going to own the tenant here, you can add tenant admin rights for people to be able to manage your XMS cloud.
Awesome. Yep. And I think the key point is there's a lot of value with the cloud, having the box on the network. But even if people are adamant about our product not being on the network, that's fine. Get it registered with the cloud up front, get your warranty extended. You can yank the Ethernet cable and use the product offline moving forward, right? So just wanted to emphasize that as well.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. I think the XMS cloud is one of the best features you offer. And quite frankly, it's free. So why wouldn't you?
Yep. It is free. That's a great point. We usually do a good job of saying that on the front end. The cloud is free in perpetuity for clients that want to use it.
Awesome. Before we wrap up today, what else would you like to highlight?
Yeah, I think one thing that Michael and I bump into oftentimes in speaking with partners and end users is, wireless is sometimes scary. Is my content going to make it where it needs to go? Is the product going to behave reliably? And it sounds silly, but it's not just ClickShare that's kicking out wireless traffic in a client space. There's oftentimes a lot of other things going on in that building or space. So I'll let Michael speak to what he observes sometimes and what a good best practice is for people deploying and looking to better utilize ClickShare.
Yeah, so we have to remember that the button to base unit is a 5G network. We can go to the Microsoft Store or Android or Apple phones, put a free Wi-Fi analyzer on our device so that when we're walking into a room that we're going to deploy ClickShare, we scan the Wi-Fi and assign the channels appropriately. This is what I'm sharing here is a scan of a customer site that we're having Wi-Fi issues, right? So as you can see, pretty much every channel in the 5G network was being used. So we had to work with the IT department to either isolate a channel to where the ClickShares can live on, or pair them to the corporate networks, right? Their defaults to channel 36. Channel 36 in this And this solution, if they weren't going to do anything, would have been the best channel to pair the ClickShare to, right? If I pull up my regular home Wi-Fi, you can see that being at home, the Wi-Fi is much different, right? I'm not living on a corporate network, so I have a lot of other channels to play with. But just remember a little hidden secret, Wi-Fi analyzer, make sure you analyze the Wi-Fi when you walk in the room before you pair ClickShare.
So yeah, I think if people are experiencing quality issues or performance issues or connectivity issues, this is kind of the ace in the hole, is doing a proper Wi-Fi scan, making sure that the base unit is sitting on an appropriate channel, as Michael had mentioned, and can really alleviate a lot of those challenges and make sure clients have a great experience with the product. So outside of that, Lisa, any kind of final closing thoughts? ClickShare is a great offer for folks that are looking to have full UC vendor agnostic, bring your own meeting capabilities. Works great as a standalone hub with the peripherals we were just talking about on the Alliance page, but offers also a lot of great value for clients that are going MTR or Zoom Room, for example, right? Have single display solutions or a dual display setup like Michael's sharing, right? So it is not just a standalone product. It can fit very nicely in fixed, dedicated Teams rooms and Zoom rooms. And Michael and I are always here to help support anybody with any, ClickShare questions coming into the end of the year and also out the next year. And appreciate, your support, and wishing everybody happy holidays and Merry Christmas.
I think you said it all. That's awesome. Thank you both for joining. Happy holidays to everyone that was able to view this. We hope to see you again soon.